The house looks like it's been somewhat remodeled and upgraded. But okay, what can I find? Ooh. All right, everybody, good morning. Another 9 a.m. inspection in the valley. Ooh. Yeah, hopefully I'll beat the heat. Today's house was built in 1953. So let's see, what can I expect to find here? Well, cast iron drain pipe. The house looks like it's been somewhat remodeled and upgraded. So hopefully we get a new plumbing system in here, an upgraded plumbing system. And I will be checking their work. We might find some asbestos up in the attic, exhaust vent pipes. If they didn't replace all the ducting, then there could be some traces of asbestos wrap around HVAC duct, or they might have left some pieces behind on the attic floor. Just take a look and see what we can find there today. Hopefully it's a clean house, because I never show up to a house going, okay, what can I find? Ooh, no, I don't do that. I want to find a really well done house so I can tell my clients, hey, look, you know what? You're buying a great house. Everything seems in order. Congratulations. So this is a vertical type furnace, and here's the grill. So I'm just going to open this up. Wow, that thing's completely filled with, you can see just dust popping right off of it there. That thing's really dirty. Let's see how dirty it is. This is what happens when someone remodels a house and runs the air conditioning system while they're remodeling it. That's exactly what happens. Not a good idea. I always like to look under the HVAC system, and I'm seeing a lot of black staining back there. There's been a lot of past water damage to this unit. Okay, so this here's the furnace closet door. And it doesn't close all the way. When you turn on the system, it opens up about this far, which means the return is here. So the return is pulling in air from here, and you can see these open wall cavities, so that's not good. They could have just put a regular latch on this, some kind of latch, and then put some weather stripping around it to keep it tight, sealed. So the door is separate from the interior, because you only want air from the interior of the house going into this grill, and not air from closets that have open voids. Got some nice double pane windows installed, which is great. They work good. They open and close nice and easy. It's great. Until you get to this one. They left the original single pane glass in here on this big picture window. That's typical stuff on a flip. They'll do most of the windows and leave one old one or something. Okay, so I've been here about an hour already, and I'm finding type M copper, no exhaust fan in the bathrooms, typical stuff for a flip. All new windows except for the main bay window, which they left a single pane glass in. It's only been 1 hour. I'll be here for at least another hour and a half. Okay, here's another typical shortcut that flippers make. They never terminate the exhaust for the microwave / range up through the attic and through the roof. So let's see if they did it. Nope. They did not do it. They put what's called a recirculating type system in here, which is nonsense. This should be installed in an apartment that has no exterior wall or a way to get it to the roof. Okay, so I'm up on the roof right now. Let's see how this goes. Flipped house. Typically have a lot of roofing defects or shortcuts, I like to call them. Missing flashings, abandoned vent pipes, poorly installed roofing materials, or multiple layers. Let's see what we get. Well, first thing to catch my eye is that smaller vent over there. That plumbing vent, let's check it out. Looks like it might be a hole in the roof. Hopefully I'm wrong. It's kind of hard to tell. Barely see in there. I don't see an attic in there. I see a pipe. So it looks like the pipe is still in place. That's good. Masthead looks good. Plumbing vent. Over there we got the furnace exhaust, which is way too high. I don't know why they have this thing so high. Kind of weird. They don't need it that long. But I guess that's better than being too short. So it looks like they kept the original gutter system on the house. They didn't change it. This thing is very narrow, as you can see. So chances are a lot of the heavy rain will will push right past this gutter. It won't even go in the gutter. So definitely recommend upgrading to a much wider gutter, so you know it's coming out like that. Okay, let's check the water pressure. Yeah, it's at 110. All right, there's my regulator. So I am after the regulator, and this is going into the house right here. So yep, we got too high water pressure. Definitely want to get that changed out. I'm gonna get rid of that, put a new one in. Okay, it's time to send in the bot. My little buddy. Get right inside there, and hopefully we can get around. Otherwise, I have to go in, and that is not fun. Okay, it is time to put the Crawlbot back to bed here. It's got its own little coffin, and I put it to sleep every day. Thank you, Mr. Crawlbot, for not making me go into the house today. Okay, so what I found in the crawl space was cast iron drain pipe mixed with a lot of upgraded ABS plastic, which is a good thing. So most of it's ABS, but they still left the cast iron toilet flanges in place and a few other areas. And the problem is they left all the cast iron under the house, which makes it really hard to get around. It's dangerous because you can cut yourself on that sharp edge pipe. So that's very common with a flipped house. You know, if you're gonna have your plumbing upgraded, tell your plumber to take all that shit out of there. You don't want to leave that in your crawl space. There's no need of it. Water supply pipes, type M copper. I did see some non-standard strapping, which is plumber's tape on copper, which means it's gonna lead to electrolysis and other issues. Foundation, there's a typical crack in there. Nothing to worry about. Didn't notice any efflorescence, which is really surprising. And post and piers look good. Oh, I did notice on the air conditioning side of things that the AC refrigerant line is missing about, I don't know, 10 feet of insulation underneath the house. And I didn't see any leaks. That's a good thing, no leaks. So that's about it for the crawl space. Okay, now it's time for the sewer camera inspection. I'm gonna use my big boy right here. So I'm gonna break this out right now and get this sewer camera started. What I like about these, they have a good set of wheels on them, so pulling them far distances is real easy. Okay, I'm about to start the sewer camera inspection. This is a flipped house, so anything can happen, so fingers crossed. Right away, we're gonna ABS plastic. Cast iron pipe already at about 14 feet. Now we're transitioning to clay, and that clay pipe is broken right there in about 1, 2, 3, 4 areas. That pipe is definitely broken. You can see right there, and right there. It looks like the top area too. And right up in here is a bunch of small cracks. Yep. And I noticed a part of the pipe is cracked on the clay pipe, so I'm breaking out my rigid locator. This little bad boy's pretty handy. This helps me locate where my camera is underground while I'm still above ground. Found it. Okay, now that I located it, I want to grab my orange flags here and stick this in the ground and label it so anybody who comes by to fix it knows where it is and how deep. Now I'm tired. I need some water. All right, so I just finished up this flip house, but here it is at the end of the inspection. And overall, for a flip, not horrible. Heating and cooling system, a mess. The furnace wouldn't even start. AC is not cooling down the house, and this thing's only 1,200 square feet. So, got me on that one. The roofing system looked good. They got the old gutters on here. I'd recommend putting a newer gutter on. They're really narrow. And then electrical, basic 100 amp panel underneath the house. I definitely found some type M copper non-standard hangers. So they got basically plumber's tape, which is the galvanized tape, wrapped around copper, so that's only going to deteriorate the pipe and accelerate wear and tear on the pipe. Not to mention it's type M, like I said, so it's going to pit a lot faster, and basically that's going to cause like a cancer to the pipe, and it's going to spread throughout the whole system if they don't correct those hangers. But it's brand new pipe, so getting in there right away and taking care of those hangers and fixing them should take care of that, and it shouldn't be an issue. But water pressure was at 110. That water regulator needs to be replaced. Drain pipe wise, most of the pipe under the house was ABS plastic, so they did upgrade a lot of it, but underneath the toilet areas and stuff and underneath the sinks, still galvanized. And then during the sewer camera inspection, I found that there's about 10 to 15 feet of cast iron still connecting all these sinks and bathrooms and everything into that main line that goes underground and then goes under the foundation and turns into the sewer lateral. So there is a good sized chunk of cast iron still there. The rest of it was clay. However, I did find several cracks in one turn of a clay, so that needs to be fixed. But yeah, overall, not horrible, not horrible. Inside the house looks nice, nice windows, except for one that didn't change out. Overall, not bad. That's my opinion of this house. Overall, not bad, and the garage was fine. Didn't see any issues in the garage, really. So, yeah, nice property.
So there's nothing wrong with buying a flipped house. So that's the point of this. Remember, don't panic if you're buying a house. Just get it inspected and get all the facts. That's what this is all about. There's nothing wrong with buying a flipped home, but if you're just gonna buy it sight unseen and not having it inspected, not looking at those systems, you're playing with fire, because these things can be very expensive to fix. So hope this was helpful. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.